So I became an infantry officer because it's the hardest thing to do in the U.S. Army. The smallest percentage of officers become infantry officers, and infantry are the guys that go in close with and destroy the enemy.
I was always like a really sweet kid, like always kind of naive. And then Afghanistan, I came back and my friends like didn't recognize me.
After listening to the veteran's story, it made me realize how tough it must have been and how much more we should appreciate our military.
Like people were afraid to ask me like how I'm doing, they just didn't know because I was going through a rough transition psychologically, emotionally, physically. So they just didn't know what to say to me. And so you could see it night and day.
It's both. It's both. It's both.
Personally, I think that war is both good and bad because war has done a lot for our country. I mean, it gave us our own country and freedom, but it's also taken a lot of lives and devastated a lot of families and affected a large population.
War's been good to our country. Don't deny that. The numbers are stunning, how many people have been killed in wars. 149 million people have died in the war since it started. 90% were civilians, not the military guys, civilians.
In my opinion, I think sometimes war can be worse on someone's mental health than it can be on their physical health.
I mean, combat is, you're going against what your body has been biologically engineered to do, and that is to kill another human. So that affects your brain in a way that is going to stay with you for the rest of your life.
There's a certain percentage of people who would rather stay in combat until they come home in a box than come home on their feet. So it's not an adrenaline junkie thing. It's an aversion to like coming home and going through the long, painful process of readjusting.
I think hero is a word that's been thrown around like way too much over the years. Again, this is just my opinion. But anybody that I've ever met, it has been like a legitimate someone that you could define as that word, would A, never accept it, and B, they would say everybody else around them is that.
But you're not a hero because you signed up and went overseas. It's a job that's dangerous. And you knew that when you signed up.
Soldiers are definitely considered heroes. They sacrifice so much. And I mean, a hero is basically just somebody who is admired for noble qualities. And I mean, at least in my opinion, I think every soldier is considered noble.
Every day, they put their gear on and they go out and they do their job. To me, that's a hero. It's their job, but it's not what they want to do. It's what they have to do.
I didn't join the Army to be a hero, and I fell in love with the Army. I mainly fell in love with the soldiers in the Army. And the reason I fell in love with the soldiers in the Army is because their selfless attitude towards each other and to the country, and I didn't see that every place else.
I think memorials are fine. I think there's goodness to it. I think there should be memorials. No. I think the best way to honor veterans is to take care of veterans. No, I think taking care of veterans is more important, whether it be through medical services, educational opportunities, all that sort of stuff. But there's a lot of folks that need that stuff. So I would never say take care of veterans at the exclusion of everybody else. But it's important to take care of veterans.
Oh, like we're memorialed out. Like they had trouble finding physical space on. That's just my opinion. And Mike, they had trouble finding enough space on the National Mall to throw up a monument to a war that we haven't even ended yet. Like, here's the problem: is that the more that we do to honor people, however you want to like encapsulate that, it makes it really easy to sustain this horror show as long as you want it to go. Because after all, like, look at all the stuff we do. Well, yeah, but like, it's got to end at some point. So, yeah, there you go.
You know, well, I'm a chicken fried.
Yeah, it was a little salty.
Cold beer on Friday night.
I got a little
a pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio. Well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine. And that's home, you know. Sweet tea, pecan pie, and homemade wine. Wow. Where the peaches grow. In my house, it's not much to talk about. But it's filled with love grown in southern ground. And a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday.
What'd you think, Ben?
A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio up, I like to see sunrise. See the love in my woman's eyes. Feel the touch of a precious child. And know a mother's love.
Be a model for the leggings.
It's funny how it's the little things in life that mean the most. Not where you live, what you drive, or the price tag on your clothes. There's no dollar sign on a piece of mind. This I've come to know. So if you agree, have a drink with me. Raise your glasses for a toast to a little bit of chicken fried. And cold beer on Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio up. I like to see sunrise. See the love in my woman's eyes. Feel the touch of a precious child. And know a mother's love.
Go America. Then we got Starbucks. I mean, it was a little bit of a journey because we went to like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, but it was closed. But then we found one, so that was pretty cool.
Born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool on the playground. Nope, messed it up.
I thank God for my life, for the stars and stripes. May freedom forever fly.
It's dinner time.
Let it ring. Salute the ones who died, the ones that give their lives, so we don't have to sacrifice all the things we love.